Hello and welcome again. I wanted to share a little bit of LiveNX magic that I recently found. It was a lot simpler than I thought it would be, and it's so simple that I just want to start to really get this information out. I'm finding that just listening and looking at the traffic that's happening in the web UI really makes a lot of things easier to do. So in this case, in a production environment that I have, I needed to add about 100 sites to a group, and that's where I am at the group management settings. And so if we want to add a filter to a group, we do site or device, and then let's imagine we have hundreds of sites here that we want to add to this, but not all of them, just because, like in that environment, I have over 1,000 sites, and I just want to put 100 in. So you can click, and that would be a lot of clicking. In that production environment I have a very slow VPN, and so it would take it a long time. There might be errors that are involved and stuff, and just nobody got time for that. And what I found is that uh, when you click in here and this list under here populates, it actually sends it over the web browser and you can see it. And not only that, you can use that information to edit the final sort of API call, the web call that it does at the end. So that's what I want to demonstrate. So we have this. If we go back to my burp here, we can see lots of different things. You see assets, fonts, etc. The thing we want to look at is the API NX Flex Search and Site. And we see I'm on one already. I've since done another one, which is this most recent thing. This right here, you see these values. This is actually exactly what populated this list right here. And we can do this again. See how that just happened? Oh, they must be cached, which is totally fine. But if this hadn't been here, if it didn't already know about it, then it would have shown up here. Not a big deal. Let me show you how we use this. So imagine, please, just for the sake of this conversation and to humor me, that we have 100 sites we want to add. And these are that 100 sites. We copy that content, and then see we have no filtering, no permissions right there. Next step, next step, next step. Users, that's my user. Now what we do is we turn on intercept, and there might be some other stuff from other browsers that I have that show up there. We go to save that, and this is Google. Drop that. This is my local server. And we see here usernames, entries, etc. And then right in here, we've got device access type and then entries. And there isn't a site or device in here, so this may or may not be correct, but I'm just going to give this a try. So we say entries home and lab. And I'm pretty sure I need to find a device or site filtering there. Yeah, I just checked in my production environment and we do need to have a little bit of extra information. So the information that we need comes under entries. So we put a little curly brace here and then we do flex search. And what this is doing, I don't want you to think I'm wasting your time, but this will help you to build this up manually without having to see a template. So elements, square brace, curly brace, identifier, site, and that's what tells it, hey, we're going to be using sites to filter this out. Operator equals, and then finally values, square brace, and then our sites. So we've got sites, end square brace, end curly brace, end the next square brace, and then end the next curly brace, comma, and then there's one line in here that needs to go in, and that's CLI access equals false. End curly brace, end square brace, end curly brace, comma. And then we go on to page visibility. So normally, if you had been going through, you already had a couple sites in here, and you're just adding on all the extras, which is what I first encountered. That's why I was a little bit unprepared for this part. But I had 5 or 6 sites here. I added another 100, and I just pasted them right here, took out the last comma if it existed, and then just rolled with it. We forward it. There's that chat.google.com. We're not going to talk about that traffic. It's not weird or anything, but let's forward all this. I just want to make sure that it's loading everything. There we go, turn intercept off. And then let's look, and we'll see that my sites are there. So this is kind of the long way of explaining that. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but that's how you can easily add lots and lots of sites just in here, not needing to go to the API, kind of figure out what's going on with it. It wouldn't be too bad, but you'd still need to build it up, get your list of sites, copy and paste in there, as opposed to LiveNX providing you with a list of sites right here in the data that it's transmitting. So I hope you enjoyed this and it makes your life easier. Also, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Start looking at the information that LiveNX is sending you, because like that, this filter box here, you find those in like on your dashboard when you're filtering on your devices and sites and stuff like that. And so what you can do is easily make more complicated dashboards for yourself if you want to, or make more complicated filtering rules and just have them ready for you. Uh, so think about that, and I really hope you enjoy that exploration.